Welcome to Tntspices, everybody. Today, as always, we're making a delicious meal, but we're going to put our own little twist on this. We're going to make ourselves up a Mississippi beef. But we're not going to do it the normal way. We're going to be adding some onions. We got some carrots. And what are these things? They look a little rotted, like bad bananas.
Rotten banana. If you like rotten bananas, you will really love this one.
These are sweet plantains. We're going to make ourselves some plantain waffles to put this shredded beef over top of. So, let's get started. To begin, we're going to flavor our meat. We're going to take some of our enormous bouquet hot sauce. We're going to use this as our binder. We're just going to simply put a little bit of this on here, spread it on. After adding our binder, we're next going to take some kosmoq, cow cover. We're going to give this a try today. We're going to add some of our dad's secret rub. With both of our chuck roasts fully seasoned, we're now going to place this in our refrigerator. Now, I'm going to let this rest overnight. Now, you don't have to let it rest that long, but the longer the better. It allows these flavors to really incorporate and get deep down penetration into the meat. Now, if you don't have that type of time, give yourself a minimum of an hour or two to try to let these flavors get in there. And we're going to come back to this tomorrow. It's the following morning. Our smoker is set at 200 degrees Fahrenheit. We're going to smoke these for about 2 hours before we bring these into the house. Now, with us making a Mississippi style beef, that's normally not something you're smoking the meat. You're just throwing everything in a slow cooker. Well, we're trying to amp up the flavors in this. That's why we put this on our smoker and seasoned these overnight. So now we're going to take these chuck roasts. We're going to chop these into big chunks. And we're going to throw everything up into our slow cooker. We're going to throw these pieces onto the bottom of our slow cooker. Now, I have 1 pound of carrots that I just sliced up. Now, normally carrots are not a part of this dish. Same as here, I have 2 onions that I diced up. Normally you're just throwing in this next item that we're going to put in, which is a jar of these delicious peppers. Normally it's only the peppers and the beef, and then the next seasonings we're going to add. But like I said, we're doing a little twist. We want to add some additional flavor to our dish.
Why?
We're going to take this jar, liquids and all, put this all in here. Now, I have some ranch seasoning. Now, they sell these in packets also. We're going to take 2 tablespoons of this ranch seasoning. I have a stick of salted butter. I have 2 packets of Goya beef bouillon. We're going to add these. Final ingredient, I have some water. I have 4 cups of water in here. We're going to add our lid. We're going to put our slow cooker on high, and we're going to just let this cook for several hours until our meat is fall apart tender. And then, when we're close to our meat getting tender, we'll start making our plantains.
Many hours later.
In front of us, I have a frying pan with some canola oil that I've heated up. There's a decent little bit in there, probably about 1/4 cup's worth. we're going to place these plantains that I've peeled and cut up into chunks in here. And we're just going to brown these up on all sides slightly before we take them over to our waffle maker. Now that we have these browned up, let's take them to our waffle maker to make our waffles. We've sprayed our waffle maker ahead of time. We've placed all of our plantains inside. We are simply going to close our lid. We're going to cook these until they are done. Our waffles should be done.
Waffles, 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 waffles.
Let's open this up carefully. All right, we're going to take these now out of our waffle maker. We're going to place these to the side. And then when our beef is ready, we'll begin to get everything together. It has now gotten to the point where it is nice and tender. We are going to take all these peppers and carrots and onions and the meat out of here and leave just the juices. And then I'm going to show you what we're going to do with the juices next. Here I have what's called a cornstarch slurry. I took a half a cup of cornstarch and a half a cup of cold water, and I combined the two of them. We're going to pour this into our juices here. Then we're going to mix this up. And this is going to thicken our juices and turn this into a delicious gravy. Now, depending on how thick or how thin you like the gravy, you'll adjust the amount of cornstarch. If you want it a little thicker, you add a little bit more of a cornstarch slurry. If you want it a little thinner, obviously a little bit less. Now that we've got this made, we're going to take all of our ingredients, we're going to plate it all up and serve this up. Our meal is complete. This is going to be, as usual, a delicious and flavor-packed meal. We thank you for staying and joining us here at Tntspices. Please like, subscribe, you can leave comments. In the meantime, to each and every one of you guys out there, we'd like to say thank you and God bless.